In addition to just working with unsigned artists who purchase your beats via the internet, you work with some pretty major artists. You have a couple records with Bryson Tiller. You got records with A Boogie. You got records with Kevin Gates. How did all of those placements happen?
Some of them were just things people got on our website. A Boogie probably got the beat on YouTube. A lot of these things were personal relationships. We sent beats out and we heard back. The project, that relationship, we do a lot of work with him, just sending him beats.
Yeah, and then the Bryson Tiller thing actually happened. It was like 2012. I was living in Lexington at the time, and he's from Louisville, which is only about 45 minutes away. He had dropped a project on Live Mixtape. It was Killer Instinct. I heard it, and I got in contact with him. And the guy who was managing him at the time is from Lexington, lived in Lexington. So I got in contact with him through that. And Bryson and I actually we would have phone conversations, text conversations, et cetera, back and forth. And like I said, this is well before Trapsoul. So we was just sending records back and forth, doing records. Like we'd send him beats, and then like in a week or two, you have 3 or 4 records done. But that was a personal relationship. And then like I said, with the A Boogie, he grabbed that from the internet. A lot of them, they just come and grab them somehow, some way. Like I think that's what happened with the Gates record. Was they got that.
I'm really not sure how it happened.
We don't know how the Gates record happened, but it happened. That's all we know.
This goes back to that question where a lot of producers are concerned that putting their beats online. I mean, let's just be honest. What people are concerned of is that their art is being cheapened because it's publicly available. And what you're revealing is that actually even these major artists that these producers are seeking so desperately are actually using those online channels to get beats for their projects. And as we know, sometimes that can turn into either a viral hit in the case of Paris, or a huge commercial hit, international success story, such as what happened with Panda and that producer Menace.
Yeah, you really don't know. And like I said, it's all risk. Like there's always going to be risk involved with just putting your product out there. Like I said, and with all of us being producers, and what our product is in essence being a digital product, and or whatever, there's always the opportunity that somebody could take it without going through the proper process of purchasing a track or whatever it is. But like I said, the risk is worth the reward, in our opinion, 99% of the time.
Okay, so more on the risk of online beat sales. The saturation level of internet beats is really at an all-time high, and it only seems like it's increasing. Right. So moving forward, given that prices are decreasing and the number of beats online are increasing, how do you plan to stand out as producers?
Keep being original.
Yeah, try to be as original as possible. And I know there's a lot of controversy sometimes with the whole type beats game, but more or less what that is just us as producers catering to the market, catering to the artist. Because as much as we want to just put up our beats and like just give the beat a title, we've always felt like you kind of sort of have to help the artist out as much as possible. Because a lot of times the artists will have an idea of what they're looking for, a certain sound. So if they're looking for a future type beat or future type-ish sound or whatever's going on, then that's what they're going to look for, and then they can search and sort through what they find. But as far as trying to stand out, like I said, just you have to stay up to date with the trends of whatever's happening in music, but you have to still try to be as original as possible. Like I think that's the main thing, is trying to be as original as possible, yet staying current with what's going on.
And consistent.
And consistent. A lot of consistency.